Today on Don't Panic Pantry, beef and potatoes get fried up with onions, garlic, and hatch chilies, then braised in beer before getting laid into a crispy, hard-shell tortilla, topped with fresh salsa, lettuce, sour cream, and sharp cheddar cheese before being surrounded with a flour tortilla held together by some pinto bean concrete. That's right, it is time for an upper-decker taco. Nope, sorry, a double-decker taco. Double-decker, not upper. This is a food show. Today on Don't Panic Pantry, we are making the double-decker taco. My version of the double-decker taco, which Eliza and I, for some reason, keep calling an upper-decker taco.
It's not for some reason.
Why are we calling it an upper-decker taco?
Because the toilet.
Because you love an upper-decker? If you remember from Taco Bell, you see a hard-shell taco, and then you slather the outside of it in a refried bean paste, and then enclose a soft tortilla around that, and then fill the inside with your taco filling, your fresh salsa, your sour cream, your sharp cheddar, and your iceberg lettuce. The first thing we're gonna do is make the filling. I'm gonna kind of hybridize today and make a beef and potato filling, because one, potato tacos are great. Click here to watch us make potato tacos. But also, I like taking your meat and extending it with a vegetable to be better for the climate, better for our health, and better for the world. And also, it just happens to taste delicious. So today we've got some beautiful ground beef from Pete's and Barnett, which we're gonna fry up with some onions, garlic, hatch chilies, a little tomato paste, a little oil. Then we're gonna add the beef in and braise it off with some beer and get it nice and tenderoni. All right, so oil, neutral oil in the pan. We're gonna use some of this onion for our salsa and some for this starter course right here. Fun fact, I recommend using white onion for this, but I don't have any. Don't panic. Getting these guys started up, a little bit of salt. This is 2 cloves of garlic going right in. And then you could use fresh chilies, you could use charred poblanos, but sometimes a little jar of the old hatch chilies is a nice thing. Yeah, that's probably what, a nice solid 1/4 cup of hatch chili. And we'll just let this hang out for a couple minutes to get these kind of nice and softened. Then we'll add in our potatoes and get those kind of frying up as well. A little bit of crunch left in there, but it's gonna keep cooking for a while. We can add in our tatars. It's about 10 ounces of potatoes, by the way, which for those of you who aren't that good at math, that's 10/16 of a pound, which is 5/8 of a pound of potatoes. We want potatoes really small in this dice because A, they'll cook faster, and B, you kind of want a little tiny potato in a kind of beef sauce, so to speak. We're just gonna let these fry up and get all that delicious fat in there. Yeah, these have like a little bit of bite left, but otherwise pretty close. So I would say we can now add in a little squirt of tomato paste. You wanna go into a little bald spot in the pan so you can let that tomato paste stir up. Kind of heaping tablespoon vibe over here. It's gonna add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of that concentrated tomato flavor. Let that kind of just fry up in there for a second. Now we add in a pound of ground beef. A little hit of some oregano. A teaspoon of that oregano in there. So we're looking to get that raw color out of the beef, and then we're gonna add the beer right in there. You wanna make sure you're scraping up any of the fond at the bottom of the pan. Potatoes are soft. Beef is tasty. We'll throw a little chili powder in here. Let's do like a solid tablespoon. And then I think I'm gonna turn off the heat and cover it and let it kind of just mingle all mellow like, and we'll reheat it at the end. And now we're just gonna take our beans, put them right in here. You want basically as little liquid as you need to blend it. It's a nice thick concrete, boys. And these are just Rancho Gordo pinto beans that were cooked on the stove with just salt, and that's it. Now let's make a little fresh salsa. I want this to be like a very finely chopped salsa that's gonna have like a very like spoonable texture, but not be a full puree. And then, since we're still out of fresh hot chilies, I'm gonna put more of these medium hatches in this. Ordinarily, I would do a fresh serrano, a little bit of lime juice. We'll do the lime juice still. Salsa done. I'll do a little lettuce shredder. We got our filling, we have our salsa, we have our cheese, we have our iceberg, we have our concrete of beans, and now we're gonna make some tortillas. So we're doing like a shallow fry, and we're gonna hope that this works. These are made by Burritos Las Palmas here in LA, and Kernel of Truth for our corn. Kind of starting to fry up. I think if I do it this way, I can then crease it open after. All right, so this feels crispy, so now just kind of do a little bend job on it right there. Tortilla down. And we're just doing a nice little adhesive smear, and I've fried fresh Kernel of Truth corn tortillas.
Wait, here's a kernel of truth. Look how clean the dog's teeth are. She just got them brushed. Show them.
Cheese on top, or
Cheese.
salsa, then cheese, then...
Meat, cheese, because the cheese melts on the meat, makes it hot. Lettuce goes last.
Little acid blaster. The pièce de résistance.
It's its sleeping bag.
Oh, that's beauty. The beauty shot right there.
Then
Yeah. That is beautiful. You made an upper decker. Now I'm taking an upper decker. Oh man.
this wide boy is a nice one that I made by mistake.
Wide boy tacos sounds like a white taco pop up in Orange County that like has like slightly alt-right undertones.
This is just great. There's something about the soft, crunchy combo. It's just something real special. The trick is, you could buy like Lowry's taco seasoning, put it on some ground beef or some stewed chicken or whatever, buy some salsa, buy all these things, and double decorate yourself. You could use a can of Rosarito refried beans, and it would be pretty darn good still, because the double decoring of a taco is just a great way to taco. Boy, do I want to already be drunk for this. Ben, can we make that happen?